For millions of years, it was a world of darkness. Then, the newborn sun ignited, flooding the system.
Sun: The Story of Earth. Episode: The Birth of the Sun, the Beginning of Light. Studio microphone opening narration. Imagine this. You have traveled back in time 4.6 billion years. There is no Earth, no moon, no oceans, no mountains, and no life. Only a vast, silent universe stretching endlessly into the darkness. Stars exist in distant regions of space, but our sun has not yet been born. This is the chapter before our story began. Far out in space, a gigantic cloud of gas and dust drifted through the galaxy. Scientists call it the Solar Nebula. It was made mostly of hydrogen and helium, the most abundant elements in the universe. The cloud was enormous, large enough to create thousands of stars. For millions of years, it floated quietly through space. Nothing seemed to be happening. But hidden within this cloud was the future of our entire solar system. Then something extraordinary happened. A massive nearby star reached the end of its life and exploded in a powerful supernova. The explosion released unimaginable amounts of energy. Shockwaves raced across space and slammed into the solar nebula. The once peaceful cloud began to collapse under its own gravity. A chain of events had begun that would eventually lead to the creation of the sun, the planets, and life itself. As the cloud collapsed, gravity pulled billions of tons of gas and dust toward the center. The nebula also began spinning faster and faster. Like a figure skater pulling in their arms, the shrinking cloud increased its rotation speed. Gradually, the cloud flattened into a giant spinning disk. At its center, more and more material gathered together. Millions of years passed. The core became denser. The pressure increased. The temperature rose higher and higher. Thousands of degrees, hundreds of thousands of degrees, then millions of degrees. The center of the cloud was transforming into something extraordinary. Finally, the temperature reached over 10 million degrees Celsius. At that moment, hydrogen atoms began colliding with such incredible force that they fused together to form helium. This process is called nuclear fusion. And with it came the first light, the first heat, the first burst of energy. A new star had been born. The sun. Suddenly, the darkness was illuminated. The newborn sun blazed with unimaginable power. For the first time, our corner of the universe was filled with light. Every second, the sun released enormous amounts of energy into space. Its powerful radiation pushed away much of the remaining gas and dust. But not all of it. Around the young sun, a vast disk of dust and rock continued to spin. Within this disk, tiny particles began sticking together. Small grains became pebbles. Pebbles became rocks. Rocks became mountain-sized objects. And over millions of years, these objects collided and merged. The planets of our solar system were beginning to form. Mercury took shape close to the sun. Venus emerged from the swirling debris. Farther away, a young Earth was forming. At the same time, giant planets such as Jupiter and Saturn were growing in the outer solar system. The stage was being set for an incredible future. But the early Earth was nothing like the beautiful blue planet we know today. Its surface was covered in molten rock. Volcanoes erupted constantly. Massive asteroids crashed into it again and again. The planet was a fiery world of chaos and destruction. Yet through it all, the sun continued to shine. Over millions of years, Earth slowly cooled. Oceans formed. An atmosphere developed. And eventually, life appeared. None of this would have been possible without the sun. It provided the energy needed for every step of Earth's transformation. Even today, the sun remains the source of nearly all life on Earth. Plants use its light to create food. Weather systems are driven by its heat. Ocean currents move because of its energy. Every living thing on Earth depends on the power of this ancient star. Yet the sun will not shine forever. In about 5 billion years, it will begin running out of hydrogen fuel. It will expand into a massive red giant. Its outer layers may engulf Mercury and Venus. Earth itself could become a scorched and lifeless world. But that distant future is still billions of years away. For now, the sun continues to shine brightly. Every second, it produces more energy than humanity could ever use. It has illuminated our world for billions of years. And it remains the heart of our solar system. The sun is more than just a star. It is the beginning of our story. Its birth gave rise to the planets, shaped Earth, and made life possible. In a very real sense, we are all children of an ancient star. Sun Face next episode. How Earth was formed. From a ball of fire to the blue planet, globe fire sparkles.